Hi guys, this is Jubilanti. You might remember me from way back when. Um, yeah, so I was doing a Direwolf 20 play along series and then it just kind of disappeared. Many reasons behind that, but mainly I moved and it was kind of sudden, and my husband and I bought a house and we had to go through that whole ordeal and moving and just everything. The last few months have been madness. Things have finally settled down. We're kind of, finally moved into our house, so I'm kind of back to playing Minecraft. Yeah, it's been a while. Um, well, this is not my Direwolf 20 server anymore. I've kind of given up on that because I don't even remember what I was doing anymore. I started this new server with some friends, actually my brother and his girlfriend. This is the Yogscast Complete Pack that you get from the ATL launcher. I've never played this before or done anything with this. It has a ton of mods I'm super unfamiliar with, so it's kind of been interesting getting used to it. So anyway, I'm back, guys, and I just thought I'd make some videos and we could kind of just, have some fun, see where it takes us. Maybe I'll get my stuff together enough to kind of do a new series that's a little more coherent, but for now this is just going to be me goofing off with some friends. I just wanted to let you guys know I am still alive, and thanks for anyone who, has been watching my videos and giving me positive feedback. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I mean, I just did this because, I'm just being bored and it's YouTube, whatever, throw stuff up there for free, but I'm glad some people are enjoying it and actually finding my videos useful, or at least mildly entertaining. Yeah. So anyway, Yogscast Pack, yeah, lots of stuff going on. We've only just started, we've been doing things for a little while, and it's dark outside and it's scary, and I forgot an add-on that lets us, like, sleep, and so me and my, not sister-in-law yet, but anyway, girlfriend of my brother are just kind of hiding and being scared, I think. But anyway, I started off just, I have a teeny little base. I have not that many things. I started with a little bit of tinkers outside. I did make myself a pickaxe that I plan to use soon. But this mod here is called Mechanism. You can see up at the top there. I've been playing around with it a little bit, trying to figure out what it does. Basically, it makes, you can generate power with these things, and they can be kind of universal power, which is pretty cool, and they're pretty efficient, I think. So right here I have set up, I tried the heat generator first. Now, oh, it actually has a ton of energy stored. I need more cables. I am so, like, scattered and not really very organized this time around. I don't know what I'm doing, so apologies, but I do have my little Direwolf, Ode to Direwolf hut here. Anyway, heat generator, it can either take coal and make energy, or you can put it on top of a lava block, which you may or may not be able to see down there. So there's lava underneath it. If you put it on top of lava, it just generates energy. It's a very teeny amount. Very, very teeny. But, if you had 1,000,000 of these, maybe you can get something good out of it. The coal, however, is pretty effective. I mean, I haven't run the numbers or anything, but I would say it's probably pretty close to running the steam engines from thermal expansion. I think it might even actually be a little better, but I had like 0 coal, like no coal to begin with this game. Like I have so much trouble finding coal, or any resources really, but coal was bad. Oh my gosh, they just, these telemarketers and the door-to-door salesmen, they never go away. Anyway, so I decided to upgrade to this hydrogen generator, which runs off of hydrogen, believe it or not. And what I found out you can do is you can get this electrolytic separator, which essentially takes water and creates hydrogen and oxygen. Now I'm dumping the oxygen, I think. There we go. Dumping the oxygen. I don't even know. I don't know what this thing does. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I'm learning this. I think I'm dumping the oxygen because there's no use for it right now. Apparently in the future he plans to make uses for oxygen. Right now there are none. But it essentially separates water because, as you might recall from your chemistry classes, or for those of you who haven't taken that yet, water is made up of 2 hydrogen and an oxygen atom. So if you split it, you should get some hydrogen and some oxygen. Anyway, that's what it's doing. It takes energy and splits the hydrogen. Well, of course, you can essentially get a positive feedback here because it only takes one of these to power one of these, and it can power itself. So you just kind of get a continuous feedback. This creates power, so yeah, it's powering my machines. And see, isn't this cool? I can use the thermal expansion, you know, conduits and energy cells to store it. It has its own, but I just was like, forget that. Like, they're kind of annoying and complicated, and I was, you know, very low on my tech tree right now. And then I have a couple machines here. These are the very basic starter machines, metallurgic infuser. You need to make some of the kind of basic materials. This is the enrichment chamber. It's essentially like a pulverizer, so, you know, it takes ores or whatever and doubles them into dust. And then this is a basic factory, which is like its version of a smelter. It's the very low level tier one. It essentially has 3 slots, so it can smelt 3 things at a time. So if I like take a little bit of cobblestone up here and toss it in, and see, if you have this auto sort on it, like automatically splits it into 3, and it I have some speed upgrades in here and some energy upgrades and things to kind of make it work a little faster. Without those, it smelts about as fast as a furnace, but because it does 3 at a time, it's still a pretty freaking good upgrade, I would say. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm liking this a lot. These machines are pretty nice. And then they have this configuration with like inputs and outputs that took me forever to figure out, and I still don't even know if I'm doing it right, but it seems to, you know, I can input with this hopper and I can eject, you know, this one automatically ejects stuff into here. I wonder if I can toss a cobblestone in there. No, okay, that doesn't do anything, but I was hoping maybe it would make sand or something. But anyway, this one should auto feed into here, and then I get ores, and I've been finally making some ores and stuff. So that's pretty much all I have right now. I've been, you know, I started in a little hole in the ground over here, so I've been kind of moving stuff, and I think I see a creeper's face on my map somewhere, and oh god. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I just don't want my stuff to blow up. Anyway, I kind of have stuff split between my little burrow, which has my mining shaft, and then I got stuff everywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. Endermen are trying to kill me because I looked at them funny. And these zombies with this crazy armor on, I don't know what mod this is, but with the armor and the owl, and this isn't a zombie anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called you a zombie. Anyway. Yeah, I suck at fighting things. Skeletons are the worst. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So, anyway, that's the things going on right now. I was about to go probably mine the nether again real quick because I have... No, I don't want to... No. Oh dear. I have some cobalt in here. I was in the process of trying to make... I only have 2 cobalt ingots left. I was trying to make a hammer. I only got that far. Yeah, not very happy with that. Man, these Endermen just tearing up my stuff. Actually, I think I did that, but I'm gonna blame it on the Endermen anyway. Yep, so I got a teeny little farm bit stuff up here. This is magical crops here. You can essentially turn like anything in the game into crops, which is pretty freaking awesome. I think my brother is he has vowed not to use coal. He's being green, eco-friendly with his Minecraft this time around, so he's doing all crops. That was his goal, and I think that's pretty awesome, but also kind of, you know, masochistic. We'll see. I could probably run over to his base over here somewhere and steal his stuff. I think he did log on. Yeah, he did log on. Darn. Well, you know, but yeah, and maybe later if I do keep playing on the server and making videos, I'll show you, you know, we troll each other a lot. Not bad, but, you know, they're funny. They do funny things. That's the portal, nether portal. Going there eventually. But anyway, so yeah, that's, maybe we can have some fun times together trying to figure out what the hell this mod pack is about. It has some things I'm familiar with. It's got Thaumcraft. It's got Ars Magica, which I honestly haven't ever really gotten very far in. I keep meaning to try because it's pretty cool, like the spells you can do, and it's got some neat like Magitech and stuff. But it's kind of hard and a little annoying, so I never really get very far. Yeah, but I'd like to. I would like to. Maybe that's something I could try to focus on. Like I said, you know, I usually pretty much always do the thermal expansion direwolf style stuff. So this time I'm trying to branch out a little bit, which is why I'm doing the mechanism this time instead. And I'll probably most definitely get started on some of the magical crops. I didn't want to be all like copying my brother, even though I thought that was a pretty cool idea. But magical crops is like kind of silly overpowered when you get going with it, I think. Oh, look at his cool farm. He's got like stuff everywhere. Yeah, both my brother and his girlfriend are way better at Minecraft than me in terms of like making cool designs and setting stuff up. So you'll probably like seeing their stuff once we all get going. You know, we all just started on here, so everybody's got really basic stuff. See, like, I bet Brooke, Keeleon, I don't know, I shouldn't use people's real names, I might have to bleep that out or something, but I bet she made this road because she's really good at making cute little roads. Although my brother is getting really good too, so I guess that's not cool. Like, look, they just have a fancy pathway leading up to their house. I have a friggin' 9x9. Yeah, that's, yeah. Make me feel inadequate, that's for sure. Grindstone, he's got some berries over here. Yep. Got some stuff going on. It's pretty cool. Oh, let's see if I can see his girlfriend. Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's embarrassing. Like, look how nice their bases are already. Yeah, they just, like, they put me to shame. Like, it's embarrassing. My brother's better at the tech and the design, and his girlfriend is ridiculously good at making bases and cool stuff, and I feel ridiculous. Look at that. Look at how cool this is looking already. But yeah, so cool. Not fair. I wish I was that good. Maybe, I'm thinking this time, I usually try to start off with like, you know, a decent looking base or something. This time I've been so bad, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've got a nasty little cobblestone house in the middle of freaking nowhere. I like magical forests, and I picked this spot mostly, well, I mean, A, it was close to spawn, which was pretty nice, and B, you're right next to a desert. There's a cool volcano there, magical forest, rocky hills. I mean, this is a pretty sweet location if you ask me. You got, you know, a little bit of everything. Definitely being next to a desert is super nice because I got some cactus and tons of sand and stuff. So that was, you know, my thoughts. I'm thinking of building something in the sky. No, apparently I put the Opus mod on. I just realized that. I think I got a map in the background of my other map. So might have to shut that off in a bit. But yeah, I'm thinking sky base. Something up in the air would make me happy this time. I'm sick of building. I always end up with like a nice little house, and then I dig a basement for power and sorting, and then I just like, let me just burrow out this basement to make more stuff, and then I'll make a thing over here, and then I'll go down these stairs. And so my whole base ends up like with a little hut with a giant underground cave base that's not very pretty. So I want to try to avoid that. I think I'm going to challenge myself and try to do some kind of floating castle / platform or something base. Something in the air. We'll see. It probably won't look all that cool, but at least it'll be different. Yep. Okay, well, that was the tour, and that was the introductions. I probably made no sense. Lots of rambling. And again, I am slightly sick when I do this, so I've got a little bit of a something going on. Hopefully it's not too distracting for all y'all. One thing I will say about Mechanism, their machines make noises. I wonder if that's a config thing you can turn off, because it's kind of annoying. Anyway. You might be wondering why I made Earth Essence and Water Essence. Well, if you get 2 of them, and you combine them, like, you know, diagonally or whatever, you can make 32 clay for 2 of each. It's ridiculous. It's a good way to get clay. I hate digging underwater. Yeah. So I've been trying to gather those up. Anyway, sorry. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break now. I have no idea how long I've been rambling and all that stuff. This might be the, well, hopefully not the end of the video, because I haven't really, you know, like, signing off or anything, you know. But I'm gonna go mining. Maybe this will be the end of the video. Maybe I just decided this is the end of the video, because this will be just my short, quick intro video to say hello, I am still alive. You probably don't know who I am, but it's okay. It's okay. We're still good. I forgive you. But, yep, I will sign off now. I'm gonna go mining and kind of get some stuff together, and maybe next video I'll have something interesting to do. I kind of want to, there's a mod in here that has like sorting chests, which my brothers say are amazing. Apparently you can just be like, put stuff in here and it puts stuff in there and it's nice. So that might be my first sorting system that I get started with eventually sometime soon here after I mine and get some stuff. So maybe that'll be the next video or something. We'll see what happens. But thanks for listening. Thanks for still watching my channel. If you're still out there, it's awesome. I'm sorry I was gone so long with no word whatsoever. You know, it's just busy, busy life. So we'll see how it goes. I want to get back into playing again. I've been missing it, definitely. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.